Hello, my name is Daniel West, and I'm a student here at Weber State University in Ogden, Utah. In my honors grade ideas of the West class, I've learned a lot. One thing I've learned is that I don't know a whole lot about environmental issues, and neither do many of my peers and fellow Americans. Therefore, I've researched one such issue with the hope that I can reach at least a few people and help them become more environmentally conscious. The topic I've chosen is landfills. The first question we have to ask ourselves is, what is a landfill? Well, the simple definition is that it's a hole in the ground where humans put their trash. As we progress, we'll find out more about how that happens. Many people think that the words dump and landfill are synonymous. This is not true. A dump is a place where people just dump their stuff, literally, and then they forget about it. In a landfill, engineers actually work to treat the garbage and make sure it doesn't just sit there. I spoke with John D. Petroff, Davis County Commissioner Vice Chair, and he had this to say about landfills. Quote, "Landfills are a little bit more sophisticated than they used to be. Our landfills at Davis County are lined so that everything we put in there stays in there. Nothing seeps out. They're like an envelope." End quote. As the commissioner said, the landfills require a lining. Most landfills are lined with high-density polyethylene, HDPE for short, natural clay, or both. This creates a seal between the garbage and the water table. One byproduct of trash that's sitting in a landfill is known as leachate. We'll just call this garbage juice. Therefore, most landfills have leachate pipes that pump the garbage juice out of the system. Additionally, there's a monitoring well to observe whether or not the garbage has permeated the groundwater. Another monitoring device is built to assess the levels of explosive gas, such as methane, that's the biggie, and later we'll find out how landfills can use the methane to their advantage. When I spoke to Commissioner Vice Chair Petroff, he told me what happens to the methane gas. Quote, "We extract the landfill gas. As the waste in there starts to deteriorate, it creates methane gas. We capture that gas with piping systems throughout our landfill. We generate about 3 megawatts of electricity with that landfill gas. I think it's pretty effective." End quote. This doesn't happen in all landfills, but in the Davis County landfill, which Governor Petroff presides over, they use the methane gas to their advantage. Before I started this project, when I thought of the stuff that's in a landfill, the number one thing I thought of was diapers. I was surprised to find out that the most volume-consuming material in a landfill is paper products, around 40%, followed by plastic products, somewhere between 20 and 24%. Diapers and polyester foam, which is styrofoam, make up less than 3% combined, and I was very surprised to learn that. One obvious problem with landfills, especially if you're thinking about aesthetics, is that you could easily go from something like this to this. This is what at 1-800-RECYCLING had to say about landfills. That garbage juice is bad for the water table. However, leakage incidences in a well-managed landfill are usually pretty low. Another problem with landfills is that they're expensive. As a taxpayer, would you rather your tax dollars went towards building new landfills or for programs to help keep garbage out of landfills, thereby giving us more land to use for other things, as well as reuse the resources that we already have. One consequence of living in an industrial society is that we produce a lot of garbage. Landfills are the most efficient way to deal with that garbage, for now. And landfills can be used for good. If you remember back to when I was talking to the Davis County Commissioner Vice Chair, the Davis County landfill converts the methane gas produced into energy, which it sells to Hill Air Force Base. So how does landfill volume get reduced? Well, by recycling. This is what Mayor Stephen Curtis of Layton, Utah had to say about it. Quote, "We recycle our garbage, totally recycle every bit of our garbage into steam that we sell to Hill Air Force Base. It generates over 55% reuse of the recycled material, so what goes into the landfill isn't just straight garbage. It's just straight ashes, makes for a far cleaner landfill." End quote. So, what Mayor Curtis is talking about is that much of the trash from Davis County goes to a burn plant. The burn plant incinerates the garbage, which generates steam, which helps to power Hill Air Force Base. The byproduct, ash, is put in the landfill and is much more compact than what it would have been otherwise. Mr. Charles Fishman, author of The Big Thirst and The Walmart Effect, advocates recycling plastic water bottles. He says about 1 billion a week are thrown away and put in landfills. Now, 1 billion water bottles, how much is that really? Well, if you took 1 billion water bottles and lined them up end to end, you would get about 300,000 kilometers. That's a long way. If you refer back to our landfill volume chart, you'll remember that paper products take up the most volume. Therefore, if you really want to reduce landfill volume, you should recycle paper products. Newspapers, magazines, paper towels, junk mail, paper shopping bags. I mean, as Americans, we could make a significant impact on reducing landfill volumes by recycling junk mail alone. In conclusion, landfills are neither all good nor all bad. However, they are far from environmentally friendly. Therefore, support your local recycling efforts. Together, a little bit at a time, we can reduce landfill volume and keep more of our lands like this. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.